cities to small towns.
Ladies and
Basketball
gentlemen, Adam Silver, stop talking. It is the 2025 NBA Draft. Let me check one more thing. Make sure that my audio is also working, because that would suck. Ladies and gentlemen, my audio totally works. Excellent stuff. Ugh. Taff is running late. That is why he ain't right next here. That's why he's not next to me right now. But he's on his way. Jay, what is up, Jay? Good to have you. Taff's running late from dinner, but he'll be here to shortly join us. And in just a few short minutes, it is time for the NBA Draft. I am joined by 3 different images of Poe the Panda, Toothless the Dragon, and Matt Forte of the Chicago Bears, here to watch the NBA Draft 2025. I know I'm excited, and if you're not, something's just wrong with you. I am ready to watch Cooper Flagg go #1 overall. I'm ready for it all, as they say. So we're gonna get cooking here. Gosh, you know, here's the thing, folks. Here's the real shocker. And I'm gonna put on a little bit of Adam Silver talking in the background.
The first pick.
Oh, and he's already gonna announce it. I wonder who it's gonna be. Who could it possibly be?
The Dallas Mavericks.
Oh, they have.
Who have 5 minutes to make their selection.
I don't get that either. 5 minutes? You're talking 5 minutes, and we all know what you're doing. Unless you get thrown.
The Dallas Mavericks, improbably, impossibly, they are on the clock officially with the #1 pick.
Here we go.
Let's take a look at the connection section. It's brought to you by AT&T. These fans, they came to
that's been a lot of mocks I've seen. Let me double check the NBA.
You can see the excitement there that they have being inside Barclays Center as they're about to watch these young men step across this stage into the NBA. But it's been quite the season for the Dallas Mavericks. They miraculously jumped 10 spots. That's tied for the most by a lottery winner in
they don't move out of that
since
pick,
the
right?
Magic in 1993.
Unless
it was a little bit of a
Giannis gets traded right now. Right now, if Giannis gets moved, we could see Dylan Harper in Milwaukee.
Luka Doncic has sold out.
Obviously, we didn't win in finals, but we did have a hell of a season.
I still can't believe
Mavericks are
Dallas
trading
got away
Luka
with this.
Doncic for Anthony Davis.
I still cannot believe
The most stunning
that the
trade
Dallas
in NBA
Mavericks got away with this. I just can't. There's no way. They sent Luka. They sent the heart of their franchise over to Los Angeles. Insider trading. I'm gonna call it what it is. Sent Luka all the way over to Dallas after he just got them a championship, and yet they're just gonna have Cooper Flagg. Like normally, if a bad franchise does that, oh my God, done for years in the pooper with the Wizards, with teams like the Wizards, teams like the Suns. Seems like the Bulls, for the most part, just kind of like either really, really, really mid or just really, really bad. And yet Dallas is like, okay, we're just going to get Cooper Flagg, and he's going to play with Kyrie and Anthony Davis. Look at him. Look at his small... I guess that's mean. Cooper Flagg's chill, but, like, I don't like what they've done. Can't believe they would do this. I can't believe they got away with this. No bad franchise gets away with this, and yet Dallas somehow does.
The front court with Lively and Gafford, and then you add this man. They're legit title contenders, and they got something to look forward to, some belief in the future, which they didn't at first, especially after they traded Nico
I don't know.
And then all of a sudden,
the thing
those
is,
boos turned into cheers.
I feel
that's what Nico Harrison and this Dallas franchise are banking on. They're banking on the youngest player in this draft class. The
probably not.
Pine Tree State.
I really want
he's been shaped by his upbringing, really into the main man here.
I didn't see
Cooper
that.
calls Newport Maine home. It's a small town, half an hour outside of Bangor, with a population of just 3,000 1,133 people. That is where he led the Northwest High School basketball team to a Class A state championship in 2022, winning alongside his brothers Ace and Hunter. Also in 2022, he became the first freshman to be named Maine Gatorade Player of the Year. His mom, a local legend in her own right, she played basketball for the University of Maine in the 90s and was teammates with Stacy, the late mother of Blazer Center Dr. Klingen. Basketball runs in the family. Ace is committed to playing for the Black Bears this upcoming season. And once drafted, Cooper will become just the second player drafted from the state of Maine, joining Jeff Turner from Bangor, who was drafted in 1984 by the New Jersey Nets. This is a city and a state that has shaped him, and Marty Smith is there.
Fine.
Welcome to Flag Day in Newport.
Fine.
A few moments. There's a clock winds down.
Look at all of the Duke fans. That's so many.
This community is so proud, not just of the athlete, but of the young man, of the character, of the hard work, of the humility that he exemplifies.
Newport, Maine. To Newport. Whoa, hold on.
I spoke to his principal, Mary Netto,
Newport.
at Nokomis High School, and she told me that Cooper has completely rewritten reality
NBA
for kids
baby.
all over this state.
NBA,
They're
he is a
watching
baby?
one of their
He's
own,
a
one of
rookie?
them achieve the ultimate
I don't know, it
dream
just seems like
of flying highest.
These are all
atop
very
the NBA
generic
draft
stats. They could do
tonight.
better. I love you, Newport, Maine, but you can rock harder than this. Yeah, I don't
know how you can't
I don't even know where
smile
would Kyrie
when you're
go outside of
that scene, that
Dallas.
state, that city. This is Cooper's high school in Newport, Maine.
Does he go
watching and waiting for the moment that
to
really
LA.
is just seconds
He'll go to
away
LA.
at this
That's
point,
perfect.
Jay. Cooper is
The
such a tremendous
all-offense, no
person and
defense.
even more in some ways tremendous talent.
Yeah, I think
Kyrie-
who he is as a
Kyrie
person
Luka both
matches
leave
his
college
talent,
to
which
go
is
to LA.
considerable. And
Oh my
you know, it's
God.
interesting with Marty Smith
Oh,
in Maine
goofy.
right now. I was
We
there
have our fun here.
earlier this week. For something different. It was a charity event, but when I was walking down the street, it was amazing how everybody wanted to talk about Cooper Flag, to the point where if Taylor Swift and Beyonce were walking down the street and Cooper was behind them, people would knock them down to get him. That's how popular he is. It's really incredible.
Well, the thing is, he's so humble. He doesn't like a ton of attention. He really just wants to go out and move. Like everything about Cooper Flag.
It's so it begins.
Winning plays in every aspect of the game. This is the moment. This is the moment.
They didn't know the ball hard, but I definitely believe they have
This has
ball.
been the
I
moment
hope they
that
have ball
Dallas is
knowledge.
waiting for. The
I
pick
trust that they have that.
is officially in. Let's send it back to
I've
the
known
podium and
a
Commissioner Adams.
Hold on. Everyone shut up. It's time.
With the first pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Cooper Flag from Duke University.
There's such a
No way!
purity
They took Cooper
to this
Flag!
moment.
What?
A young
What? I
man
actually hurt my
from
arm
Newport,
landing
Maine,
to
sharing
do
his
that. It's already hurts. The stream is
childhood
already
dream
lagging
realized
because
his
everyone's
mother
freaking out.
Kelly,
Oh,
1,000
oh
points
my
scorer in
God!
her own right.
Cooper
His father,
Flag!
Ralph, who also played collegiate ball,
Of
and his
course.
twin brother Ace.
What a shot.
And now Dallas, a franchise whose eras are defined by two names.
Here-
Dirk
and there it is.
Nowitzki, who lifted a championship in 2011.
All right, we don't need any
And more
other
recently, Luka
commentary.
Doncic.
We heard the draft react. Ugh. I wonder how good he's going to be year one. What is expectation, we think, for Cooper Flag year one? That was actually one of the things I just put in the ticker. I was thinking. Because, I mean, he's not like a... he's talking about as, like, clearly the best player in the draft. And, like, a very, like, one of these talents only comes around, like, once every 4 years. But it's not like... Like, it's not like a Wemby thing. Like, where it's, like, something we've never seen before. Like, to me, he's just a better version of Tatum. That would be my comparison. He's like Tatum, but he's just a little bit more of an aggressive player, for the most part. Like, I think he has a chance to be in the top 5, like, within the first couple of years. But is Dallas, what's Dallas's expectations? Are they gonna what? They're like, in the West? With Cooper Flag and AD? Maybe. But Cooper has to be, like, kind of really awesome. Coldest white boy in Dallas since Luka. Yeah, well, it didn't take long. It took less than a year. This is the... I can't believe Nico Harrison has a job. I'm still in awe. This is the only reason, too. This may be the reason why he did it. It's because he knew... he went to, like, a medium or, like, a fortune teller and said, great fortune is coming in your future. So he's like, okay, if great fortune's coming in my future anyway, why don't I just trade Luka for, like, you know, a bag of chips and a washed-up Anthony... like, a banged-up Anthony Davis. Texas comparison, he's gonna be Hank. Listen here, Bobby. We're gonna stunt on these. We're gonna stunt on these other dudes. Listen here, Anthony. You gotta start defending the rim. You gotta put your body in the paint. We gotta start hitting these threes. That would actually make a lot more sense if it was Luka, because I feel like if we're gonna talk about Luka's like gut, so to speak, I feel like Hank Hill's got the gut. He doesn't have as like a crazy gut as some other cartoon fathers, but if we're talking like Luka probably kicks back a beer every once in a while, even more so. It just makes sense. All right, hold on. We got 3 minutes.
More turn to the light, but it was the play before that he was able to overcome and make. That's kind of what makes him a special player.
It certainly is.
It's crazy.
And now
I can't believe
Cooper Flag is with our very own Monica McNutt.
I just can't believe they
Thank you so much, Cooper. The moment has been realized. How are you feeling?
That's what Cooper has said.
Feeling amazing. It's a dream come true, to be honest. I wouldn't want to share it with anybody else.
You mentioned sharing it with anybody else. We've got the Flag 5 here. How much have these people meant in getting you here?
I mean, I wouldn't be here without these people right here and all my people back home in Maine. 5 people up in the box up there. They're here for me, and I wouldn't be here without them. So it just means so much to see everybody here and supporting me.
Mom, Kelly, Dad, Ralph are here. But when you put the ball in your son's hand, what did you hope to instill to him that a night like this might come true?
I'm 23 years old, and I look like I'm like...
I just hope that he loved the game as much as we always have. And,
he looks like he's 23.
You know, we're just thrilled that he did love it,
he looks 18,
he got to this moment. It's incredible.
All right, we've got the whole contingency here. We need to set the record straight, guys.
What?
Did Mom actually
every time,
lose
man.
to Cooper in the last
game?
No,
like, man,
no, it's not a loss.
I'm not young.
It was a timeout in the game. It's just been an extended timeout.
Okay, so that's the way it goes. I think it goes to you, Mom, for helping get into this moment. Congratulations, Cooper.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's all I need, Bob. All I need, that motivation. I need you to get out there and use your big body, get in the paint.
Monica, thank you so very much.
Get in the paint, get some baskets.
Duke knows a thing or two, Jay, about drafting players #1 overall. The 31st lottery pick from Duke passes Kentucky for the most by any school here as well. It's okay to show some Duke pride.
What's that?
It's okay to show some Duke pride.
I do. I agreed with you.
John Shire, he says that the Cooper Flag is really just a savant with the game. He just has a really amazing understanding for what's required to win and how to elevate everyone around him. And you can see the Dallas Mavericks draft headquarters celebrating here, as well as the watch party. Andrea, he's such a special talent.
Yeah, he is. And you mentioned John Shire. Cooper Flag.
Oh, there's the jersey already.
It's incredible. Cooper Flag didn't become more aggressive on the
this
court
is my basketball team. I got the best.
John Shire told him that his
team.
teammates needed him to be more aggressive. That's the coachability, the unselfishness. When he realized him being more aggressive helped everyone else, that's when he really turned it up.
And I just love, again, the 2,000-mile span between Dallas and Newport, Maine, and the joy there really is reaching these two cities. You can feel it here in Barclays Center. But this is something that is so very special for to be able to see this kind of reach, this kind of pride in a singular young man. Marty Smith talking about how many people feel like they were a part of this day.
Absolutely.
I'll be having one pass blocker is Poe, and these are my 3 routes. I got Forte, they're running back,
even in this moment, he's just self. Right? He's cool, he's calm, but he's grateful at the same time. I love everything about
this. This is my starting
sharing this moment with his family that helped him get here, and the handshake once again with Commissioner Adam Silver. In the meantime, the San Antonio Spurs, they have been deliberating with the #2 pick, and their decision has been made. It's time to send it back to NBA Commissioner Adam Silver to see who will be joining Victor Wembanyama.
6'2", no, he can't play. He can't play. He's got to play like small forward or something. He's small. I didn't realize that. Oh, hold on. Oh gosh, no, it's lagging.
With the second pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Dylan Harper from Rutgers University.
That was obvious. Dylan Harper goes second. Man, 2 for 2, Dre. How'd you know, dude? You're crazy with it. Once they got that 6-7.
Of course, a family and a team. As Ace Bailey cheers him on. The notes is stage.
Yeah, dude.
Dylan's mother, Maria.
Did you see Anwar coming down the court? Oh, man. It's over.
His brother has NBA experience currently with the Detroit Pistons. And of course,
did it say 2024 McDonald's? Wait a minute. What did Dylan Harper win? 2024 McDonald's award.
And won 5 championships. Now, Dylan set the Rutgers record for total points for a freshman.
That's crazy. You win the McDonald's
award. He makes his way over to his teammates. We heard him earlier with Monica McNutt saying how much
McDonald's All-American games. All-American games. Morgan Wooten National Players of the Year. McDonald's. How we got McDonald's making these decisions? This is why we have Luka and Zion in the condition and shape that they are in. We allow McDonald's to pick awards.
A 3-level scorer with tremendous body control.
Ridiculous.
A terrific finisher at the rim through contact. He shot 67% at the rim.
What are we doing?
But he was also excellent as a pick-and-roll ball handler. Really good in transition.
Right,
he's just a polished.
Unbelievable. So D-Herb goes 2. Edgecombe, VJ Edgecombe's got to go 3 then to Philly. And then, like, does Charlotte really take Ace? Like, I don't think Charlotte takes Ace. I don't think it makes sense. And I don't think it makes sense even if he was, like, you know, like a pair. I mean, honestly, Charlotte could do it. Charlotte ends up pairing just Bailey and LaMelo Ball together. Imagine that. That's a lot of damage. Could be. You know what? His funny. His first name is Arius. Arius Ace Bailey. I'm gonna just let that. Arius. A-I-R-I-O-U-S. Huh. I assume that's how you say it, unless it's Arius. It's either Arius or Arius. Is there like a story there on why he was named Arius? Huh. I don't know. I've never heard it. I've never heard anyone named Arius. Heard a lot of aces. I'm referring to him by his legal name, man. I'm referring to him as Arius. Arius Bailey. Let's see it. Let's see this. Oh, here. Hold on. Harper's talking.
You've been drafted. What are you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling everything, man. All the emotions mixed in one bucket. From crying to laughing to being happy, everything, man. Just feel everything, man. I'm excited to get ready. I'm excited.
Maria, he talks often about how important you have been and the entire family to his basketball journey. What has gotten him here?
His flat-out love for the game, his determination, his humility.
That I can see.
His hard work.
I don't know. I want one of the Duke players. I want the other one. If it's
You're
not,
headed
if
to San
somehow
Antonio,
Ace Bailey doesn't
an organization that boasts the last 2 rookies of the year. Victor Wembanyama is a specimen unto himself.
That's who I would. That's who I would.
As a point guard, what makes you most excited to join that organization?
Big man. I can't be going into next season watching.
I think when you play with a bunch of great players, it just brings the best out of you. So I mean, they got a great group of young core over there. I'm just ready to get in there.
Ace said he wants to play for 3 teams. AMD, Brooklyn Ones, and 2 of them. I saw a lot of that stuff. He was talking. I think there was a reason where people believed he was trying to control where he was drafted because he doesn't want to go West Coast. He's like trying to stay on the East side, like anywhere between New York and I think Atlanta was like as low as he would go, like anywhere on that East Coast section. So apparently not Miami. Doesn't want to go to the Heat. I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like when you're an NBA player, like at a certain point, like I get maybe want to live a little close to home. Like once you get drafted, you're gonna have like, especially when you're getting drafted that high, you're gonna have money. You know, like you're gonna have cash. I feel like you can always just be like in the off season when you want to go somewhere. All right, I'm gonna go here, visit some people for a little bit. You know what I mean? I guess I can get not being far from home, but like just I don't know. I don't got much else to say on that other than that. I was looking. Derek Queen, Maryland Derek Queen is another one. I like watching him in the tourney. I didn't think he was gonna fall there. I thought honestly, I'm a little higher on Queen than a lot of other people. I'm gonna look at some mocks real quick because I've been seeing a few, and I know there's a lot of hype for Derek Queen, but I'm just a bit curious on where people. Let's see what CBS says. Because I did not. Yeah, like they have him going 7th. Look at CBS Sports. Oh, you trying to get rid of my ad blocker? That's cute. They had Carter Bryant. Man, fine. I don't know. Why? That's why I'm scared. Like, I feel like there's really only 7 or 8 players that I think are going to be, like, great to really great in this draft, and, like, all of them are just not going to be there. I feel like it's almost, like, a guarantee. That's what I'm feeling. And here come the 76ers. 76ers could be so weird next year, because they were so bad this year, but at the same time, if Embiid was playing and healthy, like, they could still win enough games. It's just, is Paul George just going to podcast it up? Paul George is podcasting harder than I do. That's saying something. That's saying a lot in my eyes. Common Mullah going 7th. Don't say that, Jay. Let him go help Devin Booker. Someone has to. Somebody has to help my favorite player in the league. Someone has to. Someone's got to help my boy. Someone's got to help Book. And if no one's gonna help Book, I'm gonna go help Book. Da 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 da. All right, hold on. I gotta check my phone real quick, and then I'm gonna put this. Oh no. Oh no. 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 No.
Given that he didn't work out, things like that, you have to rely on your tape and what your scouts saw on the floor if you're going to make that decision.
And that was sort of the lack of
if the 76ers take Ace Bailey after they didn't
for Philadelphia,
go and work out with them,
but looking at your best available, there's a lot of choices here that could help Philadelphia. But as Bobby Marks has said, they have got to get this pick right, and that pick is in. Let's send it back to NBA Commissioner Adam Silver with Philadelphia's selection.
With the 3rd pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select VJ Edgecombe.
Oh my gosh.
Bimini Bahamas and Baylor University.
That's the other thing about the NBA Draft. I always feel like it's very predictable in terms of, like, where players go. It's very rarely does it, like, especially in recent. Like, it feels obvious that where players are going to go. Like, the first 3 kind of seem obvious. I guess you can say that about a lot of drafts,
and it's
but
just
there's always something
the
that can
pride
shake him up.
he carries for the Bahamas,
well, this is like,
where he grew up. This is his
VJ
family
Edgecombe.
in the stands here.
VJ
and he says
Edgecombe,
the toughness,
Embiid,
the heart,
Maxey,
and playing on concrete,
and Paul George.
that shaped him.
Yeah, that sounds about tempting.
He's 6'4"
that sounds like a play-in.
That
sounds like a play-in spot.
His athleticism
I think
stands out.
than
But over the years, there have been several notable players hailing from the
Top 5
Bahamas,
usually so
including
predictable,
Michael Thompson, Buddy
Unless, like, the only way it's not predictable
the newest
is
member
if,
of this group, VJ
like,
Edgecombe,
a team
who
trades
played
up into the
for
top
Bohemian
5,
national team in the 2024
I
Olympic
feel like,
qualifiers, and he then played college ball
I don't know.
at
I know
Baylor.
the
He
only
won Big 12
like, trade
Freshman of
rumors.
the
There's
Year
no
there,
trade
and
rumors
this
really
is
of people
really
in the top
awesome,
5.
Andrea.
The
With his
main one
NIL
that I heard
earnings,
about
he set up a
was,
scholarship fund that paid
what's
for
his
3
face?
students' tuition.
Who am I thinking of? No, wait, what? No, there was like there was a big... Am I crazy? Was there not a big trade recently? Like in the last 5 years in the draft? Maybe I'm wilding out. But it's always... there's very rarely like massive trades in the top 5 of the draft. And then very rarely is anyone ever going to reach in the top 5. Because like you can't really afford to reach in those areas because just... What are you doing? But now we get to 4th. 4 is actually where I could basically see the Hornets drafting anybody because, oh, dude, they need anybody. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'm happy that I'm not my team's not as poverty as I think it is. Sometimes it can always be worse, and I always feel like Charlotte is that version of worse. Not to mention, you know, just, Good old LaMelo. All right, hold on. Hold the phone. So the first three are the same. The question is now, do the Hornets take the other Duke white boy? Let's go, Con. Here it comes. How do you say his name? I'm gonna look up interviews where they have him in so I can figure out how to say his name. I think it's just Con Knuckle, but let's see. Let me just see.
Oh, you know, back in the early 90s, every once in a while.
A loose 20. Knipple drains it.
Oh, it's Knipple. Is that right? I hope that's right. Let me see. Knipple. Knipple. See, like, I feel like that's not what it. Here, hold on.
Big week for Dookies, huh?
Yeah, big week. Always is.
The top 8. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it pans out that way.
I never thought I'd say this, but Connor Knuckle, is that Con Knuckle? I don't know why I said Connor. I assume his name is Connor. Con Knuckles somehow is a whiter white boy than Cooper Flag. I never thought I'd say that in my life, but I don't know. He also looks like a kid I knew from high school. Like, bar for bar, pound for pound. This is not, listen, he's not Con Nipple, he's Pro Nipple, okay? Let's get one thing straight. Oh, here, hold on, let's see Edge.
All right now, so I'm just letting it be right now, all right? But the emotion's super high, but we came from nothing. So that's why the emotions are so high right now, man.
In your feature, we saw you talking about playing basketball in the Bahamas. 12-year-old playing against men. I'm just going to ask you, about your brother. When you saw your brother at 12 playing against big grown men, did you think that tonight was possible?
I'm actually lost for words right now. My brother saw this dream before I did, or before anyone else in my family even did. I'm so proud of him. He got me in tears and I don't even cry.
Man, I don't know. I don't got no words either, man. I'm blessed. Me third pick. I mean, it's a dream come true,
the other
man.
thing about the NBA draft,
I
I feel like is unique
countless years just sitting there watching draft, bro. So I don't even know.
There's a lot of like pride for heritage. There's a lot of it international. A lot of players come from international areas. So
super proud. Like you said, we came from
their nation's flag. And that to me is like
into everything. It's
pretty
screaming
cool.
to the world.
For two reasons. One, it's awesome to represent.
Screaming to the world.
Two.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations, BJ and family.
Like, they got like a teal, black, and gold.
This is really what the drafted caps.
It looks cool.
It's here is these moments for these families.
Absolutely. I mean, just think about.
Like the Bahamas
not
flag
just
is cool.
The young men are putting in, but think about the sacrifice in their family. His mom.
I gotta give credit where credit's due.
You have people going out there working overtime just to be able to allow their kids to go to AAU trips and go on AAU tournaments. And right now, the way AAU tournaments, how much they charging you getting it, though, you damn near put in the extra 12 to 15 hours just to go and get a weekend pass. But you definitely feel it, man.
That's why you're just so happy for these families.
Yeah, I mean, I remember you watched BJ against Duke in the NCAA tournament with almost 20,000 people in the arena. He's playing hard, but even in the beginning of the season, in the tournament in the Bahamas with just 2,000 people in the arena, he's playing hard on back-to-back nights. The level of effort that he plays with, it shows in his journey.
And Philly got this right, I believe. They needed that athleticism at the wing, complement Tyrese Maxey, and what the final showed us is that the wing is the most important position in the NBA.
I agree.
You got a two-way
100%.
That's a dog that's gonna go in and give you high motor, high energy. I believe he's gonna be all right there.
It's high reward.
I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
So Ace Bailey is high reward, but a little bit more
there was
risk.
Actually something,
so I agree with you. I think they did the right thing.
You've got a young Jared McCain, too, and you talk about a shooter. BJ Edgecombe's ability to slap.
This guy went to, like, a mainly Mormon school, right? And he was, like, asking them, like, questions about, like, their religion. Like, would you rather, like, he asked them, name 3 alcoholic drinks. And the guy goes, ugh. tequila, like he meant to say tequila. I was like, wow, that's kind of nuts to me. Mormon culture is just, there is no, like, there was one question too where it was like, would you rather do this or kill a puppy? Like, would you rather have premarital sex or kill a puppy? And they were like, if it's just one puppy. Like, it was like, what? That's wild.
Has been a star that we just would like to see a little bit more of. 3-32 without LaMelo this season. Brandon Miller missed 55 games, 45 different starting lineups here, Perk. There was just a lot of turnover here in the first year under Charles Lee.
It was, but he was trying to establish a culture, right? Coming from the Boston Celtics,
you know what? They don't
he was
even
bringing
need to,
like
I
what
really
winning looks like, what a winning
team needs. They should just say, "Oh, this team needs everything." They're just that bad. Because there are teams like that that's like, it really doesn't matter who, like, there's obviously a pick that's worse than all the others, but you can draft pretty much anybody and then it'll work. Like, you know, just draft someone. Draft an individual. It makes sense. And, you know, you need anything. Oh, poor Charlotte. Poor Charlotte Hornets. Well,
He's an extremely talented shooter. I think it's a great fit. The pick is in.
Here's Adam Silver.
Adam Silver, back to you.
With the 4th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Con Knipple from Duke University.
Jay, you are 4 for 4. You should just be on the...
Another Dookie drafted here.
You should be on this. You should just be like, oh yeah, we know.
Knipple, he comes from a basketball family here. His mom, Shari, is the all-time leading scorer in Wisconsin Green Bay women's history. His father played collegiate ball, and actually, this is my favorite fun fact, his dad, Con, and his 3 uncles, Clint, Clay, and Cole, they're known as the Flying Knipple Brothers after they won a 3-on-3 tournament. And Cooper said,
tournament MVP. High school team,
Con is the hardest
BYU. I went down to visit him. I was like, it's Saturday night. Let's get some girls over. His response, I'd like to. I'm caught with a girl. I'm kicked out. Yeah, wow. That's crazy. Oh, yeah, I forget that BYU is kind of that. I always kind of always gloss my mind every time until I'm like, I watch the March Madness. I'm like, oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That's, I mean, I guess when I was in freshman year during like COVID, like you couldn't obviously be in anybody's room, but it's like you're not stopping anybody, and it was there was some crazy stuff. There was someone there who would just brew wine and had like a bunch of it, and like this one class was like, anybody in here, you know, and it's just like, no. Ugh. Bunch of wild stuff.
But that shot with his shot fake, he's a straight line driver. When he gets in the lane, shot fake, he can make a play in the lane and he can make a pass.
That's going to be every pick. Is it going to be, is this going to turn into like the Shedeur Sanders, like when's he going to get drafted? When's it going to be Shedeur? When's it going to be Shedeur? And then we wait like 140 picks for Shedeur to get drafted. Well, we can only wait for 60, I guess. No way Ace goes undrafted. I think he's, or excuse me, I keep saying it, Arias. No way Arias goes undrafted, but he might. Could he fall out of the top 10? Is that possible? Was it that bad for where he falls out of top 10? The world may never know. Jeremiah Fears does make a lot of sense at 5, though. Let me look at this. Jeremiah Fears nobody. What the? He's from a place called... okay. I thought it was spelled... Never mind. He was born in Joliet, Illinois, which I thought the I and the L were switched. So I read it as Joylet. As in just toilet, but with a J. And it was bizarre. 6'4". Jeremiah and his father. You got father Jeremy Fears. All right, I could see it. Third time Duke has had multiple top 5 picks in a single draft. Classic Duke. Classic Duke, dude. 2002, 2019. Oh my gosh. Is this all? Oh my gosh! Look at all of them. Look at all 5 brothers up here.
I would dominate in the paint, you know.
All right, well, we appreciate that. You guys been here. Con, congratulations and starting your NBA career.
Thank you very much.
Look at little Grace too. He's so happy.
See, Monica, that's true sibling rivalries there because you keep it in the backyard. You don't bring it out into the public. But here, look at this. You mentioned the Flying Knipples. Con, Clint, Clay, and Cole.
Is that their bit? They just pick C names and then swap out the C with a
This is that
cat.
3-on-3 tournament, Jay.
Yeah, is it Flying Knipples or
Because I've never seen Cole spelled with a cat. I've always seen
Well,
spelled
the
Cole,
Knipples
C-O-L-E.
surely did. Let it fly in the early 2000s, and now the next generation,
Cash,
led by
Jaeger,
Con,
Con,
and then you got
Kinston,
Cager, the
and
second oldest,
Kidman.
and then Kinston, Cash, and Kidman.
Wow.
So we're keeping that.
I've seen
the
families.
I see a theme. I see a theme.
Now Con's got some cash.
All their names are hard.
Exactly. Con has
All
got
them start
some
with
cash.
letter R.
Con Knippel heading to the Charlotte Hornets here. He's moving through here his post-draft workouts. Congratulations to Con and the Knippel family here. The Utah Jazz are now on the clock here. There was a chance that Utah could have had the #1 pick here. When you look at them having the worst record, 17 and 65 in the NBA
supposed to get drafted.
Lauri Markkanen, he averaged 19 points. He led the team. It was the first team without a 20 points per game score since 2015-16. But they did agree to a multi-year extension with Will Hardy in May. He is signed through 2031.
They are. I mean, but then again, I feel like that doesn't matter as much as the NBA because everybody. I feel like every single. Okay, with the. I think not every. I'd say about like 60%. No, that's even egregious. I'd probably say a little. It's not more than half, but it's like kind of close. Where like a lot of stars have like some underlying issue. Like Ja Morant has immaturity issues. I feel Zion's got massive dietary issues, emphasis on massive, and then you've got. I mean, Luka also has a little bit of a weight issue. Kevin Durant sometimes has like a commitment issue where he's just kind of like, oh, woe is me, Kevin Durant. Wow, he looks so young in that picture. Like I'm looking at this. He's like, he looks young, bro. He looks so young. Like he looks like he's 16. Kind of young. Man. Arias is young. He's a young man.
A lot of scoring options. Ace Bailey certainly has the highest ceiling because of his size, but Jeremiah Fears is a scoring point guard, and Trey Johnson is an electric shooter from all spots and off the dribble and off the move. So to me, those.
Yeah, I feel like there's always something. Like one problem, whether it's like a maturity thing, or it's a weight thing, or it's a commitment thing, or it's like very good player but like can't shoot threes, like Giannis. Giannis just can't, is not particularly good from the free throw line. And it's like, okay, that's what it is, and it's just like a weakness that a player is just gonna have for the rest of their career. I'm like, what are you gonna do? All right.
With the 5th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Arias Ace Bailey.
Ace is off the board. He said it too. Adam said Arias. He knew.
Was never about his talent, but simply
there it is.
Where would the Big Ten All-Freshman selection end up?
But that's not. I guess so. And I assume he's happy about it, unless they end up trading him.
Both of his parents, Richard and Ramika,
he's going over to Utah.
And his favorite player, Kevin Durant, says that Bailey is a pure talent. KD added that being able to shoot the ball with the type of touch that Bailey has, it's insane.
And just reading the chat, he's not happy. He's not. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Then you got people like baiting in that same chat. It's like they're like, oh, he's like, Ace Bailey, you're a wizard, like trying to bait people. Meanwhile, they see that he's clearly not. It's like half point. All right, you get a half point. 4.5 out of 5 for Jay. And we want Utah as the 3rd team. I mean, I just don't. I feel like if you're getting drafted in the NBA, and you're like a top prospect, you obviously know you're not going to a good team. Those are all like unless a good team gets a lottery pick, but for the most part, you're probably going to a team that is mid to really bad. So and you don't really have where's the negotiate? The whole point of you enter the draft. You're going to get drafted to a team, and it shouldn't really matter. Oh, I want to go to this team. You got no leverage. How on earth, in any way, do you think you have any leverage there? You don't. You do not have leverage. In any way, remotely. Just no. You don't have it. You can try it. You can certainly try to have leverage, but you don't got it. You do not have leverage. Oh my God, I got pins and needles. My legs were the wrong way. Oh my goodness. All right. Now we got to lock in Phoenix. We got 4 more picks until we get to us. If we take another guard, I'm going to freak. I'm going to freak, man. I'm going to freak. I know Bailey's a guard, but that's because Bailey's really good. If we take any other guard, I'm going to have issues. Oh, Bailey's talking. Hold on. Let's see what he's got to say.
Redraft process. How can you be so cool and confident in this moment?
I mean, I have a great circle that maintains the outside world while I just focus on the basketball part. So I just thank them every day.
You've gotten props from KD, Giannis, learned some moves from Giannis. Are you ready to go to Utah and maybe use those moves on Giannis?
Oh, for sure. I got some more stuff for him, too. Yeah, for sure.
Congratulations, Dave.
Thank you so much.
Congrats, baby.
I love the confidence. I love the swagger here that we get to see from Ace Bailey. Now that he knows where he's headed in the NBA, his home will...
All right. Oh, if I'm a young African-American athlete, I don't want to go to Utah because that basketball team is 75% of the African-American population in Utah. I have not been to Utah, so that sounds well. Let's check Utah population stats. I'm trying to think. Actually, I'm trying to think now of how many states I have, I guess, set foot in. I know it's I'm trying to think. It doesn't. I feel like let me ask you, if you've driven through a state but you don't stop to do anything, does it count as really going to the state? You were in the state, but does it count as going to the state? I feel like if you had a list of what states have you been to, I feel like you can't really count the ones you drove through and didn't do anything at. You gotta do something. You have to either do an activity or make a physical transaction that's not at a gas station in order for me to count that you've gone to that state. And then if Fear's going to Washington, that makes a lot of sense. Ace sounded like a 2K My Player cutscene. Yeah, dude, oh my gosh, those cutscenes. I wish they had those cutscenes in Madden. When that's another problem. They dropped the Madden trailer recently, and they're like, dude, look at the cool weather, and I'm like, cool. Now I can blame the weather on why I've thrown 3 interceptions. Nobody asked for that. Nobody ever asked for that. Nobody wanted to ask for that. Nobody needed to ask for that. Not doing it at all. Dude, oh my gosh, random ass bot. Best viewers on StreamBoo.com. I guarantee you that is not true. StreamBoo.com, remove the space at 1M2CJHPJ. Man, whoever programmed that bot, I hope you find God. I hope you find anything. I hope you're probably one of those people that use Google Maps and still takes a wrong turn. Crazy. I say it counts because Delaware, I've driven through there but would never stop. I guess that's... I mean, I guess you've been to Delaware, but I've driven through where have I I've been in the car on trips to Virginia to meet my cousins, but I don't really count it as I've been to those states. I mean, I guess I count Massachusetts because I went to Massachusetts to visit a friend when I was little, and I think that's the main reason I was there. I don't think I've ever gone back since. But yeah, I did some stuff. I mean, I guess it counts. But when I'm talking to people about states I've been, I wouldn't, if I'd only driven through Delaware, I'd be I wouldn't say I've been to Delaware. Like, because I got nothing to say. Like, yeah, I drove through Delaware once. It's like, hey, I've been... Like, imagine you never went to Walmart and then you, like, drove through Walmart in, like, a car accident. I wouldn't say, like, oh, I've been to Walmart. I would say, I drove through Walmart. A Walmart. It's the way it goes. Then my quarterback slips in the rain for a 10-yard. Yeah, I also hated those animations because it looks the same every time. Like, the slipping animation is identical every single time I've ever played, like, in the rain. Like, it's... Here, I'll try to, like, do it, but it's, like, the quarterback is, like, here, and then, like, will back up, and then kind of slip like this, grab it with the left hand, come back up, and then just come back into frame. And then, like, you can't do anything while you're slipping. You can't even, like, try to chuck the ball away. And then with wide receivers on a dig route, it's, like, turn, and then as they're turning, they'll, like, slip and slide down. I just don't have the space. It's, like, you know, it's, like, never fresh. And yet they're making a second college football game. It's going to be just as good as the last one, which was really good. And they can't fix Madden franchise mode to save their lives. It's unbelievable.
Young Dylan Harper, the baby photos, I think we need to keep those coming for the rest of the evening here. While we were in the break, the Washington Wizards were on the clock,
had driven down there. I wasn't driving at the time, but wait.
With the 6th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Trey Johnson from the University of Texas.
Oh, wow. Trey Johnson, not fierce.
The 6'5" guard out of Texas, sharing this moment with his dad, Richard, his mom, Priscilla, and of course his younger siblings as well.
I kind of agree with you, Jay, in the sense I think I would have gone fierce.
Because his dad wore it during his collegiate playing career, and this is just an incredible, special moment for this family, a really heartfelt moment
like
together.
Another...
Trey's coach at Texas, Rodney Terry, he compared his work ethic to Kevin Durant's, one of Trey's favorite players in the NBA, and says you literally have to drag this kid out of the gym. He's someone who wants to be there all the time. He shot 40% on threes, led the SEC in scoring as a freshman. But what are your thoughts
that's what I was thinking.
His style will translate to the next level?
Well, it translates really well because he's got an elite NBA skill. He can really shoot the ball. And I think he's the best overall shooter in the draft. Concanipple is the best catch-and-shoot guy. And it's not close with the percentages he shoots.
But look at that suit. I didn't notice the best.
Up top, he looks like a banker. Down low, he's like a guitarist for AC/DC.
We won't tell everyone that you're actually wearing a short suit right now.
We have him ranked third, but we think he's going to go
an outstanding shooter. And he shoots it equally well off catch-and-shoot situations and off the dribble. He was 41% catch-and-shoot.
Pierce falls to the Nets, think? Yeah. Wait, actually, who's drafting right now? New Orleans? Wait. Does Fears get taken here, though? Because they just... Didn't some... Oh, no. No, never mind. New Orleans traded... Didn't McCollum just get traded, though? Or was he not... Or maybe I'm thinking way too far back. Am I thinking too far back? I might be thinking too far back. Did he get traded from New Orleans? He may get traded just from... Yeah. What? I don't know. I got no idea what's going on. No idea what's going on. No idea what's going on. The animations are so bad. College football was so fun. Yeah, like, I don't... They nailed everything that they need to get right about college football. Everything that is correct and well done in college football, just do it in Madden. You can put... You clearly know that you have the pieces to do it, and yet you don't do it. It's there. You have the animations, you have all of that stuff, and yet you're sitting there. Madden sucks every year. People still, for some reason, pay for it every year. And now with video game prices getting more expensive, no one's going to want to pay for Madden at all, because they're not even paying for good games that are that expensive, right? And Madden sucks. Madden is an underwhelming piece of garbage every single time. Why would anyone pay for it? It's not good. But you saw what people liked with NCAA college football. You saw it. Everybody loved it. You can easily, so easily do that for Madden. Just make franchise mode matter. Because frankly, most people do not care about Ultimate Team. If you are a person in 2025 and you still care about Ultimate Team, I gotta tell you, your priorities are incorrect. They're wrong. They're just wrong. I don't know what other way to tell you that. I just wish you create your own recruiting class. I guess that's true, but I feel like that'll eventually get implemented. I feel like that's gotta be the next step for college football, because like you can implement, like even in Madden, you can, I mean, as poorly as it's done, you can like make draft classes and import them. So I imagine that they will find a way to do that, because I think that the way, if they wouldn't bring it back, I feel like they're at this point saying, all right, one is clearly better, we're just gonna focus on the one that's good and then just not give a crap about Madden at that point. But we need, I just want it to be good again. And it doesn't even take that much. It just takes little, small, tiny, like, details and tweaks, and it can be so much better. And yet it is not. You know, it's just, it's there. The potential is always there. Like, everybody knows what needs to be done for it to be fixed, and they don't do it. They just don't. And everyone's done, like, video essays on why Madden is bad and how to fix it, and yet EA just sits there with their thumb up their butt and their other thumb in their mouth, and then they swap them together, and then that's what they do in those rooms. They don't do anything to make the game actually better, because why would they do that when they know it's just going to be bought? Huh? What are we doing? Like, honestly unbelievable. Matt Forte right now would be rolling in his grave. I don't know why, but well, he's not in his grave. He's not dead. But like, you know, he's rolling in his Royce. I don't know. He's upset. Matt Forte is upset with Madden. That's all I have to say on that. With the NIL, you can't transfer the draft classes into staff from NCAA 14. Wait, what? The NIL doesn't allow you to, because of the NIL, you can't transfer draft classes? What? Wait, what? NIL deal doesn't allow draft transfer draft class in college football. Hold up. Oh, New Orleans pick is about to be in. Hold on. Will NIL prevent users? I strongly believe there will not be a way to import. What? I did not know about this. Because of license, I don't think we'll be able to import those real players into Madden. Plus, ew. Ew. Why not? I hate the NIL now. What is that? Because of the NFL partnership, real players will be in College Football 25. Because of licensing issues, I don't think we'll be able to import these real players into Madden. Plus, it would act as a pseudo roster. Wait, is this? Oh, this might be a different thing. Wait, oh, transferring it into Madden. Oh, yeah. What? Why would you not make them compatible? That doesn't seem like if they were compatible before, why would you remove that at all? That's stupid. Because it's, and the reason that's dumb, I'll say the reason that's dumb is, oh, hold on, shoot,
25 NBA draft. The New Orleans Pelicans select Jeremiah Fears.
There it is.
From the University of Oklahoma.
Fears to New Orleans. Aha! They had moved off of McCollum, and they needed a new guard, so they went to Oklahoma, and they got Jeremiah Fears nothing. That should be his last name. He should change Fears to his middle name, and then his last name is nothing. Jeremiah Fears nothing.
An NBA jersey, and now he has one with New Orleans.
Like that would be cool on like announcers who calls Jeremiah Fears nothing.
His dad and his mom, he calls his support system here.
Cool.
His dad played overseas.
Like,
He studies
like,
Ant. He studies Trae Young. He studies Steph Curry. He continues to work on that three-point shooting. And
that's crazy though that now there's another guard, Nola. I thought they moved McCollum though. I thought I saw that. Like CJ McCollum got traded. Yeah, he's still on the Wizards. Oh, I guess they did just swap him for Jordan Poole though. I forgot who got traded for. Yeah, geez. You know it sucks being on these bad teams because you never get off of them. You just get swapped around them. Bad teams just swap around specific players for like 10 years and then those players just retire. Like, it sucks, dude. Like, I feel bad for guys. Like, Jordan Poole, that's going to be him for another, like, 5 years. Just on Washington, in New Orleans. He'll take a stop at, like, Charlotte. He'll probably come to Phoenix at some point. Like, it's just, it's so upsetting. It's an upsetting thing that is happening, and yet, brutal stuff. Mullen ain't mad. Best available, ain't mad at that pick at all. Yeah, you can't, but it's, I agree. Can't get mad at the pick. It's going to be fine. I don't know. So close, man. Oh, also, the other thing. What was the other thing? Because I just noticed it on the draft board. It says that it's Houston's pick. Like, I know that's Phoenix's pick now, but why? Like, look at this. Why does it still say Houston? I hate that. Like, if you're, like, especially back when, what was it? 2018, I think, was, like, the main one that I remember watching is, like, DeAndre Ayton and Trey and Luka. And yet, Trey and Luka are not wearing the right hats. Like, why? That feels like such an easy thing to get right. They're not going to play for those teams. So, like, why don't we fix that? That is not hard. You have the hats. You have the hats. You have them. It's not hard to fix that. It's very, very easy to fix that, and yet you don't. Like, you are still a multi-billion-dollar organization, and you're like, even right now, it says the 10th overall pick is Houston's. Like, it's not Houston's. Houston's not making the selection anyway. The pick is Phoenix's. Who on the ground? Like, can we be? It just it's so sloppy. It looks sloppy. It looks bad. It doesn't make sense. Why would people do that? It doesn't. It's illogical. It's bad. It doesn't work. It doesn't work in any way. And yet they're like, yeah, you know what? It's fine. Trust us. It's fine. You know, like, what? No. Fix it. Fix it. It is the smallest thing. It is changing 3 letters to HOU to POH. That's it. Faux. Beautiful. I don't get it. You don't even have to do that. You do PX. People know what PX would even mean. Or it's not PHO, it's PHX. Whatever. Don't need it. Don't need it. Do not. Ugh. Ugh. I tend to go back from the new Madden back to NFL 2K5. I feel like they got that right. They got that. 2K got that for the most part right. You had updated there was certain things about that game. I never was able to play it, but I saw like video essays about it and things like that. It was like this is what they felt like. Like, I want to say, maybe I'm wrong, that they had like in-season suspensions too. Like, that's like for guys who had like characters and things like that. There just felt like so much more control. Like, you are playing a simulation. And, like, that's what it is. At the end of the game, it is a simulation game. It should have the majority of the elements that the actual game does. That, like, all of those games, that's what it should have. The fact that it does not bothers me. It does. It bothers me. It should bother people that it doesn't have those things. And I'm just, like, what are we doing? Seriously, what are we doing? Looking at all these draft grades, too. Wizards get an A. They compare Trey Johnson to Tyler Hero. Jeremiah Fears compared to DeJounte Murray. I'm just looking at all the comparisons they had. They comparing VJ Edgecombe to Andrew Wiggins. That doesn't feel like a great comp, but alright. Then comparing Knipple to Amber Johnson. I like that comp. Ace Bailey to Brandon Miller. Dylan Harper to Cade Cunningham. What's their Cooper Flag comp? Oh, Kawhi. You had Chris Berman at the half. Had the sideline cam cutscenes, the fan cutscenes, commentary was great, had sports in it. Oh my God, that's another thing. The halftime shows of like when you play the game, like let's say you simulate the game and you don't skip cutscenes. The halftime shows are so bad. They were terrible. It would just be like, it would just have like a map of the United States, and it would just like highlight a section and then two teams that were playing and just give you like a number of the score and like barely any decent commentary. It's like, what are we doing? It would be like if you made a show, like a TV show, and then just had like half of the actors just skip like dialogue. Like they would only say every other word of their lines. Like, why? That's the equivalent like putting a banana on a wall and being like, that's art. That banana on the wall, speaks to me. All right, hold on. Silver's got the Nets pick.
With the 8th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Yegor Demin from Moscow and Brigham Young University.
We gotta beat. Look, that's a BYU boy. Let's go.
Yegor Demin is the first player to be drafted since 2013. He grew up in Moscow. His dad, Vladimir, played professionally in Russia. And actually, I love this. He makes sure Dad does to send game feeds to all of Yegor.
Let me see what the... Oh my gosh. Someone said, who the heck is Tingus Pingus? Let me see. Let me look at mocks again. I'm gonna just keep that up just so I can kind of get at least an idea of what. Like I'll use ESPN's for this one this time. Let me see if I Control F and go Diego. Yeah, they had him going 13th to Atlanta's pick via Sacramento. A Russian Mormon. They had him going 13th. They did not have him going 8th. Wow. Wow. Mulak is still possible. It is possible to get Mulak. It's not over. If we can get Mulak, I will be actually very happy. If not, then I think it's probably going to be Carter Bryant. It's going to be one of those two at the 10th for Phoenix. I'd prefer Mulak a little bit. Oh gosh, look at Yegor Demin. Look at Yegor Demin. Yegor Demin. You know what's funny is he just looks like a guy that I just run into at the rec center, like at a local rec center, just hooping. Timothy Mozgov comparison for Yegor checks out. I'm looking at Bleacher Reports, right? Because I'm getting theirs. Their comp is Josh Giddey. No, not Josh Diddy. Oh, that's tough. All right. Oh my gosh, would I like to mute it? Yes, I would. I would like to mute that conversation. How funny. How did you know? How'd you know I wanted to mute this conversation? That isn't even mine. That's just going into my phone all the time, and I have to constantly listen to it. You ever be a part of a group chat that just talks, way too much? And then you're like, I don't want to leave because something might happen, it's important. But at the same time, like, you don't want to mute notifications. You're like, I might need it for something else. Ridiculous. I say ridiculous, personally. I think it's insane. But please, Mulak. Stay away from the high schoolers, you Russian. Please, Igor. Stay away. Don't be, what would we call him if he ended up actually being, because I know when obviously people said it was Josh Giddey, it was, went Josh Giddey to Josh Diddy. Oh, he's going to talk.
The vision and skill to do so, that stands out.
But if you're going to start somewhere, if you're the Brooklyn Nets, why not at the point guard position with a ball handler that's 6'8", right? If you're going to start somewhere and you're going to build the future and you want to build through the draft, this is not a bad starting point.
Again, their offense near the bottom of the league in the NBA, 28th last season, so looking to be able to build on that with that vision, that passing that
I thought he was going to talk because he was putting on headphones, but he didn't. So I guess he's doing his own little interview. But maybe there's a Russian reporter. That's big news. Big news in Russia. And now we get Toronto. Toronto. The Drake team, as it were. Oh yeah, they have Brandon Ingram. I completely forgot they have Brandon Ingram, who has yet to play a game for them. Oh my gosh. Interesting. What's the pick? What's the pick here, Jay? What's the pick for Toronto right here? And don't say Mbach. I don't want him to. They can't take him. Is Queen a logical selection too? I guess I wouldn't hate Derek Queen, but at 10 it feels like because I feel like Queen is realistically in like the late teens, whereas there's a lot of hype around him where it's like he vaults into the top 10, like we all know the Zach Wilson story. He makes the one throw in workouts where it's like, that guy's so good, and then, you know, scouts just kind of forgot that he needs to do all the other stuff. Yeah, no. Same thing. Oh, no. I'm looking at Mulak, and he's looking at the camera. Yeah, if Toronto does this, I'm going to... I still can't get over it. I'm still mad at it. I'm still looking at the fact that it says Houston has the pick, but Houston doesn't have the pick. How do you not... You are still a billion-dollar organization. This is not a hard thing to do. You have all the hats. You have all of the hats. You have copies of the hats. You have copies of the hats. And you still can't give people the right hat of the team that they're going to be playing on? What? In the NFL, for the first round, they make jerseys. They make whole jerseys for that player. And you can't give them the right hat? It bothered me so much then. It bothers me so much now. And it will bother me for the rest of my life. Until they fix it. Which they won't. Because they are weird. They are weird and they don't make any sense. And it bugs me. It bunny bugs me. It bugs bunny me's. Bugs bunnies me? Bug bunnies me? Bugs me. It makes me angry. Oh, this AC
one up is probably rocking. Colin Murray Boyles on my list from South Carolina, left-hander, that's really versatile defensively.
Finally,
I mean, completely underrated. I wouldn't call him a shooter, but really good in the lane, finishing around the basket, and just knows how to play. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Colin Murray Boyles.
And where we talk about Kamal Malawak with his size and his length, Colin Murray Boyles defends with an IQ. He's got extremely quick hands. He also is better offensively right now than Kamal Malawak, because Colin Murray Boyles is an amazing passer. He can pass with his back to the basket, over the shoulder. He can deliver bounce passes. He can throw lob passes off the dribble. That's Colin Murray Boyles. So offensively and defensively, you're getting a more versatile player on both sides if you go with Murray Boyles.
Yeah, Murray Boyles, he told ESPN that when people who know him watch him play, it's the smaller things that stand out. He says he hangs his hat on how hard he plays and his unselfishness. It kind of makes me think of TJ McConnell, who says that playing hard is really a skill. All right, the Raptors pick is in. Let's send it back to the podium.
Here it is. Raptors are picking.
With the 9th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors select Colin Murray Boyles from the University of South Carolina.
Colin Murray Boyles, CMB.
Colin Murray Boyles sharing
South
this moment
Carolina
with his mom, Yvonne.
Man, I like it. I'll give him credit. I like his suit. He looks goofy as a kid. I like it that they show the players from, like, as kids, because, like, oh, he looks kind of dumb. I don't know. The little kids, man, look just stupid to me. I guess they all do. All right. That's actually huge news, though, because now there is the boy. There is the man. There's Mulak. He is right there. Please, for the love of God, do the right thing. No, yeah. You know what? Just say, you know what? I'm about to hit my streak. I don't even need to be a streak. I just need to get this one pick right. We got to take Kamal Mulak. If we don't take a big, our center positions right now are Bol, Mason Plumlee, and Nick Richards. If we do not take a big here, I'm going to crash out. I'm gonna leave this room. I'm gonna go get the ice cream that I got earlier. I'm going to eat it. After I eat it, I'm gonna go get more, and I'm gonna eat it. I just can't not. It's unbelievable. I'm watching this and I'm thinking, he's right there. We do not need another shooter. We have way too many guards. And honestly, I don't think there's a good enough point guard to take it 10 right now with Mulak on the board. Ain't no way. There is no, there just isn't. There's not. Carter Bryant's maybe the only other option if it's not Mulak. I'd be happy with both of those. And then there's, I don't want, who was the other guy? Still think Queen here? I like Queen, but I don't know if we're gonna, I don't know if I like Queen at 10. That's the thing. I like Queen, and I will probably get over it faster than if anyone else is taken. Like, it would be the third best option. But, man, that Duke center is right there. I need it. I need something. I need something to feel good about after getting fleeced. Okay? I need something. This was it. This pick is literally it. That is part of the very small part of what again, why? Why is it showing this? Proposed trade. Oh, here, they're talking about the trade right now. Hold on. Let me get their commentary.
We know that pick is on the move as part of the Phoenix Suns trade that landed the Houston Rockets' Kevin Durant
here. If you know
here.
The pick is on the move.
How do you think the Suns should approach this pick as they continue to build around Devin Booker? Because they've said they don't want to tear it down to studs.
Well, I mean, they got to get it right. They got to get it right. I mean, I think if I'm the Phoenix Suns again, I'm addressing the wing position. I'm loading up on them. Or it may be time for them to take it.
Look at this.
Right?
Bobby Marks' team
They've been searching for one to hold it
when
down.
Talking about
to
the
grow
Houston
with Devin
Rockets.
Booker. Obviously, we saw DeAndre Ayton. He didn't work out with Devin
They're
Booker.
not
Big
picking.
Nurkic, he didn't work out as well. They tried Plumlee. That didn't work. So now
Makes
you
no
might have your guy that's going to be a star in this role and not want to do too much. A live threat at the basket and be able to anchor the defense.
They are pretty thin in the front court. I had wondered whether or not they would
Plumlee
try
and Boban
to
free
move
agent.
this
I
asset
forgot.
to be
Yeah,
able to
so
look
it's
towards
Nick
someone
Richards
who
at
maybe was
center.
a little
If
bit
a
more in
center is
line
not
with Devin
picked
Booker's
here, I'm
timeline,
going
but as
to
of now,
lose
we have
my
not seen that happen.
shit.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting if they want to go with a big. We talked about Kaman Mala, Noah,
Key players,
Senge,
Bradley Beal.
Post
In no
players
way
that
is
can
he
really
a key
contribute
player.
there. But if
What
they
are
want
we
to go with
talking
the wings,
about?
we've talked about some 3-and-D guys, Jay, that could really come off the board. Carter Bryant being from Arizona. He played at Arizona, so there's a connection there. Cedric Coward, so 3-and-D or a big man. I see that pick going that way for Phoenix.
Yeah, there's another 3-and-D guy in that vein, Rasheed.
I wonder where Walter Clayton's going to go, too. That should be fun. I think he'll be underrated. I don't think he's going to be, like, amazing. Mulak is there. Mulak is there. Mulak is there. Or Carter Bryant. Or maybe Derek Queen. I don't know. I really much prefer Mulak, though. Please. It's bugging me. It's still bugging me. I'm sorry. I'm so... I know it's ESPN, but it's like, that's the point. It's supposed to. You are the #1 sports broadcasting network, and yet you still can't do this right. How are you doing this? How are you alive? How are you still thriving as a sports network and still getting away with this? It's not okay. It makes no sense. It looks confusing. If this is like your first time watching the draft, you're probably confused. Wait, it's Phoenix's pick, but it says Houston right there. Why don't they just show Suns pick? And my answer is, I do not know. I don't understand. And I love ESPN, and I want it to be good. I want these sports networks to be good. And despite that, there is this. This is an issue that needs to be fixed. It needs to be presentable. You gotta be able to make it presentable and able to be understand for people who are watching it. Please. This is doable. You can fix this. This is a fixable thing. It takes probably a minute. Maybe. To be like, hey, change the logo, change the color. Done. Boom. Easy. You got it. You can do this. I believe. It needs to be fine. Graphic guy needs to be like, just water in the face. Water in the face, wake up, change it, go. Done. Just be like, let's roll. Okay, come on. Let's see it. Will Ashiba and Jordan Ott, the first pick of the Jordan Ott era. 4th coach in 4 years. The pick is currently in right now. Honestly, to a certain extent, I don't even care who ends up getting drafted. I just hope they're good. Just please draft someone that actually plays well.
10 seconds left. Adam Silver's coaching.
With the 10th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Houston Rockets select Kaman Malawach.
Let's go!
From Rumbek, South Sudan, the NBA Academy of Africa in Senegal, and Duke University.
Yes! Let's go!
The clear emotion here.
Please!
For Kaman Malawach and his family. You'll remember Kaman not only for his excellent rim protection, but also playing for the South Sudan team that lost the United States by just a single point and caught the world's attention. Kaman is one of the remarkable.
Yes. Yay! Yes. We got our big. We got our boy. I did not think he was even going to be there, but the fact that he fell to 10. There is hope. There is the smallest, teeniest, tiniest amount of hope. But this is a good start. I mean, the better start would have been getting a better deal for Kevin Durant. But this ain't bad. It's not over. There are chances, baby. It's not over. There's a chance. Please. Let this man... I'm going to tell you right now, I think Mulak is going to be better than DeAndre Ayton ever was. That's what I hope. If he can be any bit as better as DeAndre... Oh my God, he is...
Have this moment with NBA Commissioner Adam.
I hope he's not that way because he got drafted by Phoenix. Because there are some people that, will get that. What the heck? Did we trade for Mark? We didn't trade for Mark Williams. Hold on, I gotta look something up. I'm getting this twisted. We didn't. Wait, what? Huh? Did I just... Wait. I just missed something. Did we just trade for 2 bigs? Wait, what? Mark Williams we just got? For what? Hornets acquiring the 29th pick. Why are we giving up our first round pick still? Like, what are we doing? I'm fine. I'm fine with that. But Mark Williams for what? Acquiring, okay, Hornets acquiring, so they get our other our 29th overall pick this year. And 2029? Why? Fine. It's to develop him. I don't care. I can't believe they just did that, though. I can't believe I just missed that. 2 bigs. Okay. We can spin this. This is possible. We just need... Okay, you know what? This is not the worst thing in the world. I believe. Hold on. Let me real quick just illusion my way out of this, and then we're going to be fine. Okay? Alright, boom. I have an idea. We just play 2 centers. This can work. Yeah, we also... Oh my God, we don't have another forward. That's a big issue. You know what? It's fine. I don't get why they had felt the need to trade for Mark Williams. I also feel like they probably paid too much for Mark Williams anyway. But fine. Mark Williams is a solid, decent play. That being said, I don't know how to feel about that. Let me look at this. Let me just comp is Derek Lively, which I like. I am a fan of Mr. Derek Lively. All right, hold on. I gotta answer these. We're doing. Awesome. Well, you know what? All right. At the very least, to be fair, in all fairness, I do not believe.
But I see a young man that's going to accept the challenge of being able to switch out on the perimeter and slide those puppies.
And now we've seen Duke.
In all fairness, I don't think there was a ball distributor that was worth taking there at the 10th pick. I do not think there was one. I think we'll have to get one in free agency. We'll have to get... Actually, that's another thing I have not looked at all. NBA free agents for 2025. I have not really looked at this. Let's see. Who could be available as a potential? Wow. There is just... you know what? The thing is that whoever we get, we're going to end up overpaying for anyway. My good... Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Honestly, would it be such a bad thing if we brought Chris Paul back? Like, I don't hate... It's not a great idea, but unless he wants to go contend for a championship, but I wouldn't if it... Because you're paying him next to nothing. It's not the worst idea. It's not a great idea, but it is not the worst idea. I don't love it. Ugh. God, I don't love it. I don't love it at all. But wait, I missed it! Cedric Coward. Dang it, I was not paying attention.
So the Portland Trailblazers select Colin Coward here. This is a young man with the ultimate bet on your
wait,
story.
Wait, did anyone just hear that?
$25,000 to attend Willamette University.
Colin Coward got drafted in the
NBA.
There's no way.
Who recruited him pointed out how rare it is for a future first-round pick to pay his own way to a Division III school here. But his journey didn't stop there. He played 2 years at Eastern Washington before transferring to Washington State. He only played 6 games with a shoulder injury, but he was the team's leading scorer, and his draft stock has been rising a lot here in recent months, Jay.
Cedric Coward was a virtual unknown 2 years ago. You know, he started out in Division III, went to Eastern Washington, transferred to Washington State.
There's no way. Oh my gosh. They really... it's the 11th pick and you don't know the guy's name? Come on! This can't be real. This can't be real. Maybe... Oh my god. They really just said Colin Coward. That's crazy. They said Colin Coward. The Trailblazers select Colin Coward. Bro. Give me a job at ESPN, please. I'm gonna say it right now. ESPN, please let me work in your department. I'll run cleanup stuff. I can help. I will take care of something. I don't know what it's gonna be. I'm not sure what you need it to be, but it will be something. I am fully confident in my ability to be able to handle a lot of different things at ESPN, and one of them is making sure that I don't say what this woman just said. That's crazy. I cannot believe that. Colin Cowherd, also known as the host of a show on Fox Sports. Dude, on FS1. That's the guy. That's him. That's him. So beautiful. Someone please head it. Yeah, everybody just calling it out. Oh my gosh, dude. How do you... Little bit of a screw up. I messed it up. Oh my gosh. All it takes is apparently for them an hour and 25 minutes. And it's like, Colin Cowherd. Let's get him. It's going to be memes about that all the whole time tonight.
What's the next step to continuing to prove yourself the way you have so far?
To keep getting better, to take every day just the exact same as I have, keep embracing the process, embracing the journey, and giving my all to the game of basketball.
You seem so matter of fact. Will you stop, let your shoulders down, savor, and realize the improbability of what you've accomplished tonight?
Kind of both. I mean, it's not time to let the shoulders down. It's time to keep the foot on the gas, time to keep going. But for all the kids out there that are similar to me, hitting my story, and where I am today, you can keep going if you believe in yourself, have faith in the Lord, and, you know, just work to accomplish your dreams.
Outstanding stuff, Cedric. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great stuff from Colin. I mean Cedric Colin.
Monica.
That's still, that's so funny to me, man. I don't know. It was funny. Like how? Because you're giving cue cards. At a certain extent, you are giving cards, you're giving cue cards, you're giving, like, all the details on all these players, and yet, like, you have a list. You have a list of guys. Roughly 70 dudes. And I and you're like, yeah, no, his name was Cedric? Just because it started with a C. That's really what it was. It was like, CC, Colin Cowherd. Boom, done. I see CC. I don't think CC in an email. I think Colin Cowherd. Like, who else wouldn't? Everyone does. You don't? Well, you're weird. You're weird if you know. What are you talking about? Come on. Get it right. All right, I gotta get back to delusioning how the Phoenix Suns are gonna be viable next year in any way, shape, or form. So Chris Paul. I mean, to be fair, I'm gonna give Chris Paul credit. I might be wrong on this. I think he played every game last year. He didn't, he's 40, but I mean, you want to come back? Just play the one. Just play the one. Just ball distribute. You don't have to shoot anything. We don't even have to play defense. We just need some form of distribution. Any form. Well, maybe we'll trade Jalen Green for, I'd rather honestly just trade Jalen Green now for any sort of person that can distribute whatsoever. Gosh. I'm really scared that it's going to be the only other one that I could possibly think, and I hate even thinking about it, would be Josh Giddey. This is the only one that I think could maybe possibly play point. I can't with this. Who are we going to get in ratings is going to be a distributor? Probably nobody. My goodness. It's a scary thought. It's the evil world we live in. It's probably going to have to be Book Plays the one. You know what? Fine. I just know it's not going to be Bradley. Bradley needs... Gosh, why does he even want to... Okay. New question. This is about Bradley Beal. How on earth... Why on earth is Bradley... Bradley, can you do us a favor? You're listening. Can you do me just a fine favor and waive your no-trade clause? Because honestly, or at least let's buy out your contract, or be reasonable, Bradley. You ain't worth it anymore. You ain't worth it. You need to pull a Jalen Brunson and just say, yeah, I don't want to get paid as much. And when I say not get paid as much, I mean we're cutting your contract in at least half. Because I can't do this. It's too much. You ain't him anymore. It's over. Accept defeat. Be done. Please. Please be done. That is what I am asking. I am asking you to be done. Please. Love you, though. Good guy. Good all-around, like, decent guy. But I'm like, come on. I need you to just... I need you to please... just help me out. Help us all out. Just a little bit. Chicago's up. Ooh, other discussion that... Hold on. I'm going to hear their pick first. Never mind. Oh, here he is.
With the 12th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Noah Essengay from Saint-Jean-du-Bray, France, and the Club in Germany.
Noah Essengay.
Noah Essengay, one of the risers in this draft. Noah began.
Was he pulling? Wait, did they not like that pick? There was a guy in the Chicago jersey, like, with his hand in his head. Like, did they not want him? Is he not good? He plays video games and watches anime in his free time. Okay, there you go. GOAT. The GOAT right there. Okay. I'm Chicago, you got a good one. You got a great one. At the very least, you got a guy who knows who he is. Cause, like, come on. That's his man. That's the guy. That's the next MJ. You are looking at the next Michael Jordan. Of course, he doesn't play shooting guard, he plays forward, but, like, basically the same thing. Second youngest player in the NBA draft. Second youngest. Wow, he looks... Oh, my God, he looks so pissed. He looks so pissed holding Adam Silver's hand. Oh, my gosh, he looked like he did. He looked like he did not want to be up there. Oh, my gosh. Explosive athlete. Versatile defender. He'll be all right. Chicago needs any... I mean, this is another thing about the Bulls. People will always tell me, like, the Bulls have a great history. I feel like it's more Michael Jordan is one of the best players of all time, and he happened to be on the Bulls. Because outside of Michael Jordan, what do the Bulls have? Do they have anything outside of him? I feel like, do they have any history at all outside of Michael Jordan? I feel like there was nothing before him, and there was nothing after. Like, where am I going? Ah. He's like the guy who goes, oh, hell no! Oh, hell no! Or like the other one was like, for the love of God, please! Yeah, I just... Chicago... Oh, wait, what is Shams talking about?
And at the number 13th pick, the New Orleans have had significant interest doing a lot of research on Derek Queen.
Shams, thank you so very much. So it's going to be New Orleans.
Derek Queen? Is Derek Queen coming up right now? Is that what's happening? Oh, sure, I do that. I'll make sure I take care of that. I just realized I got something that I gotta do, but I will do it in the later. Bruh. Man, look at that. Is he this guy? We are at... Oh my gosh. The question is now... I kind of want to see Mosley. I kind of want to keep going until I see where Derek Queen goes, and I want to keep going where I see Walter Clayton goes. That's, I think, how long... Because I really want to be seeing this. Atlanta had 4 more. Also, how good is Trey? You know what? What if we just team up Trey Young and Devin Booker, dude? What if we just did that and fleece Atlanta? Atlanta's not historically like a great franchise either. I don't know. Maybe we could fleece. I'm still trying. I'm still trying to make something work, and yet it's just not. It's not working in my head. But I imagine it will to some extent. I imagine it will. Also, I gotta be. Where is my co-host? Where'd he go? He's been taken up by Poe and Toothless and Matt Forte and Hank Hill for so long. I yearn for another face. Oh, hold on.
Director of the Players Association.
Chuck Cooper, Earl Lloyd, Nat Sweetwater Clifton, 3 NBA pioneers, the league's first black players who 75 years ago made history. As we continue to welcome the next generation of players into the league tonight, we also celebrate the accomplishments of the legends who came before them. Chuck, Kevin, Chetan, your fathers hold a special place in the creation of the modern NBA. They were courageous, they showed resolve, and they represent a through line that continues today, the power of sports to bring people together. We are honored to recognize their lasting contributions to the game. Thank you.
Mad respect. I'll give it to you. Respect. NBA pioneers. Not all of them were plumbers, guys. Just most of them.
Years ago, celebrating the first black players in the NBA. And this is a league that really has been built, I think, Andrea, on inclusive.
Hold on, I'm just gonna wait until Silva delivers the pick. La da 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 da, dome dome, domeo, domeo. Oh, I be rolling around. I've been looking down when I see you. I've been rolling around. I've been looking down. I've been thinking of you. Oh, pick is in for Atlanta. Here we go.
In the 2025 NBA Draft,
who's Atlanta on the board?
The Atlanta Hawks select Derek Queen.
Whoa, there it is! DQ! Derek Queen.
Some clear excitement from the fans here in Barclays Center. And right there,
hopefully,
DQ
doesn't become a nickname because
and doing something great for her.
Bro just needs to stay out and stay in shape. So that way, the Dairy Queen
made so many sacrifices
become a nickname.
To be able to get
that's
to this
scary,
point.
right? You have a name that
he
could
was
very
a part
easily
of
be
that
linked to a fast food
team that went 33-0 before staying close to home. He's from Baltimore.
Like if Zion had a name closer to like
his
Wendy,
head coach Kevin Willard says he's like having a 6'9" ball handler on the floor. Maybe hurt. That's why his teammates call him Baby Jokic.
Yeah.
Oh, he can play.
They call him Baby Jokic.
I mean, look, and I see it, right?
That's
he's not your today's big what everybody looking for, meaning being athletic and being a live threat in the basket. He has a high motor. He's relentless when it comes down to rebounding, and he has that soft, feathery touch around the basket.
You're
nice flow to
Baby Jokic is the nickname you usually use for Alperen Şengün. You're good with two, yeah? Baby Jokic, okay. I think in the highlight, Jay, of the season maybe, that game-winning buzzer beater against Colorado State, a running floater at 6'9".
Yeah, he's late. My full screen, I'm scary. Oh. Queen could be good in Atlanta. Didn't Atlanta? No, Atlanta had someone else's pick when they drafted. Wait, whoa. Hold on. I need to make sure that I have no. Wait, yes, actually, yes, I need this. No, they had someone else's pick. No, I think I was just waiting on them. So getting Derek Queen though at 13. I still thought it would have been a little later, but Queen does have a lot of upside, so I feel like there's a lot of reasons to take him there at 13. Question is now comes the big massive question. The huge question. I don't actually know what the next question is, I got to be honest. San Antonio on the clock again. I thought, I was seeing a bunch of things where I thought OKC was going to trade up high in the first round, which would have been, that would have made me mad. I think it would have made a lot of people mad, but like, man, they were trying to be aggressive and trying to, I think, shoot up so I want to say the top 10 or the top 12. But they were trying. I'm glad that they didn't, because I would have been upset that a team that already won a championship and has a stacked roster and is going to compete for a championship for the next 10 years was going to go in and make a trade to get even better. Because that's messed up. Especially a team that should have probably lost if Tyrese Halliburton was healthy. Unreal. Unreal. And now we continue. We continue on. Derek. Gosh, I still get mad because OKC is the 15th pick. Like, it's not like they even have a terrible pick. Ah! It doesn't stop. It does not stop. It does not stop. It makes me want to drop. It makes me... Bleh. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, please. None of this OKC goofball. Who's even San Antonio take? Oh my god. Is it Carter Bryant here? Is it Carter Bryant? That's my guess. My guess is that this is Carter Bryant.
With the 14th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Carter Bryant from the University of Arizona.
I'm him. I'm that good. I know things. I know. I know what's up.
I think this...
I'm him. Put it on a plate and eat it up. Put it on a plate and eat it up because it is delicious. Dude, I am like a machine. I'm like that one Will Smith movie, I, Robot. I am Robot. Bah! Boom, 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 boom. And he knows sign language. Ding, ding, ding. Can I get a witness from the congregation? Can I get a witness from the congregation? I'm as cool as the other side of the pillow. It's my world and everybody else just paying rent. Ah! Well, that's not true. I'm still paying rent. That's not the point. The point is... Ah! Let's go! I'm like that. I am that man. Good pick. Very good pick at 14, I think. Because I would have had him a little higher. Like closer to 12. So good pick getting him at 14. And then here comes OKC, who I'm a little annoyed at, has this pick. There's him. You know, at a certain point, if you win a championship, you should just... We're going to take your picks. We're going to take your picks and give them people who need them. You don't need them. You don't. And anyway, you just win a chip. You're going to win. You're going to be contending for years. Which actually is a... I know a lot of people say, like, they're going to be contending for a championship for years. How many times do we say that about teams that either win the championship, like, once if you're in the NBA, or even teams that, like, lose, and then they're just never back there again? Like, I'm like, oh, yeah, Phoenix, they're going to contend for a championship for years, and then they've gotten worse every year. Awesome, right? Awesome. Ain't that awesome, guy? He's so awesome. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculously painful. And it makes me mad. And angry. And upset. And enraged. And disturbed. Ugh. Here's... Team needs. What team needs? It's like, oh, OKC's team needs. What are you talking about? Name to me the thing that this team needs. This team needs to go away. That's what this team needs. Oh yeah, they're going through all the later round picks. The Pascal Siakams, the Rudy Goberts, the Tyrese Maxeys of the world. Oh, the DeJounte Murrays, the Jimmy Butlers, the Desmond Bains, going in the late first round. And then the best available: Asa Newell, Thomas Sorber. I can't read. Jace Richardson, Kaspar Yukonis, and Rashir Fleming. There was a guy playing for Lipscomb. I don't think he was ever going to get drafted, but I'm just going to look up Lipscomb roster, men's basketball. Dang, I remember his name, and I wanted him to win, and yet he did not. What was his name? He did not. It was like, oh no, last year, dude, last year, not this year. What are we talking about? Jacob Ognjanovic. That's who it was. Jacob Ognjanovic, number 41 on Lipscomb. That man. I mean, I don't think he's getting drafted. I don't know if he's on the roster right now or not. I don't know. But Jacob Ognjanovic, man, that was supposed to be the guy. I was hoping that would be the March Madness name of this past March Madness, and it wasn't. And it's a darn shame. It do just be a darn shame. It do just be a darn shame. Backup big. You know what we need, guys? We need a backup big. Like, dude, stop it. Like, could you imagine if Derek Queen didn't get drafted like 2 picks ago, and Derek Queen gets drafted by OKC? My eyes are gone. Like, I actually rip out part of my face because they don't need Derek Queen. Like, imagine in your big rotation. Oh yeah, sure, we got Hartenstein, and then we have Derek Queen as our backup big. Like, this is how I'm looking at you. Unbelievable. This is unbelievable, man. I can't. To a certain extent, I can't. Hour 47. We're an hour and 47 minutes into this draft. I am going to really quick grab some water. While I do that, y'all drop a like and subscribe. And we'll see who gets it done first. Have returned. Not sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings. You know, it looks that way on the cup, but it is not. All right.
the NBA champions, but they're also picking here at number 15. The pick is in.
With the 15th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Thomas Sorber from Georgetown University.
I guess I was going to be mad with whoever they took, huh? You know, casual backup Thomas Sorber.
This is incredible for Thomas, his mom, and his sister. This family has really moving story.
Unreal.
His mother, Tanae,
they can't keep getting away with it.
Civil War and came to the United States. And Thomas says that after his father passed away, his mom stepped into the role here of both parents. His dad was an accomplished soccer player, and Thomas attributes his coordination to dad. And really, Jay, he says that scouts note his smooth footwork. All of that comes from dad. And you can see him representing for his community there.
Well, he's a presence in the lane. You know, 6'9", 6'10", with a 7'6" wingspan.
Right,
he's got a good skill level, and Thomas Sorber.
Yap, and by yap, I mean have him be muted. Let's look at these comparisons. Let's see. We have, let's see. Where did I just saw it. Alright, whatever. There's a Bleacher, like, oh my god. I might have to uninstall Bleacher Report. Getting articles where it's like, how to bet on Cooper Flag. Place money on, like, really? You could probably figure it out very quickly. Wait. Hawks, Pelicans. Oh, the Pelicans. Wait. Wait, what? Wait. Whoa. Hold. Oh, the Pelicans got Derek Queen, not Atlanta. See, I just got confused by it again. I fell for it. I fell for what ESPN just did. Just say the team who has the pick. Because I just said Derek Queen went to Atlanta when he did not. What are we talking about? I can't. That's so ridiculous. Let's see. Carter Bryant's comp is Marcus Morris. Derek Queen's comp is Alperen Sengun. And then Thomas Sorber's pick is Onyeka Okongwu. And then Carter Bryant's comp is also somehow Marcus Morris. Or did I already say that? Maybe I already said that. I don't know. Yeah, I did. I definitely already said that. So my bad. I just said that twice. I'm losing my marbles is what's happening. And now look at this. It says Memphis. This is Memphis's pick. But no, it's not Memphis's pick. It's Portland's pick. Because of the little tiniest of logos that you could possibly see above the Memphis pick. Even though everything says it's Memphis. It says it's Memphis. I don't get it. Why? Why has this ever been a thing? Why do they still do this? Why do they think it makes sense? I need someone to explain to me. Like, it's one of those things where I need someone to come to me and then say, okay, you do it this way. Why? And please explain why it is better than the alternative. In any way. Because it's not. I don't think it is. And if anybody can say anything otherwise, I've got nothing. Because it's not Memphis's pick, it's Portland's pick. But everything about it makes you think it's Memphis's. Not cool, man. Just not cool. It's not right. It's wrong. It's incorrect.
And meet everybody and see everybody, but I think, you know, talking to Coach Kidd, I think he just has a lot of confidence in me to just come in and be an impact player. He's gonna, you know, let me have the ball a little bit, I think, and just try and rock out and do what I can do.
Hey, cool. Tell them up here who gave you a speech at your McDonald's All-American game. Tell them, keep it real, huh?
You had me ready. You had me ready.
Yeah, he does a pretty good speech. He can fire you up.
He does.
Everybody in Maine is claiming Cooper Flag.
Yeah, he doesn't remember. He just said he didn't remember a non-memorable speech.
Well, we know, Cooper, that it wasn't just Perk that gave you maybe a little bit of a hype-up speech. We saw a video of you with LeBron James a while back, and he told you to make sure to stay in the moment, to be able to sort of soak everything in from this night. It's a little bit difficult to do. Do you think you were able to accomplish that?
Guys,
I tried my best. That's what I'll say. I mean, it was a blur as soon as I heard it happen. It's been a blur. So,
that's my guess.
I don't know, how well I'm able to appreciate it, but it definitely feels so surreal.
Well, we've got your back here because we've had you.
Is that real? That's not real. That's not real. Dang it! Am I getting? I'm getting baited by the Stream East chat. I should have known. There's no way I just got baited to that, right? Is that legit? Because that actually almost makes sense. Like, that may not be... I mean, maybe it's not. Maybe it's dumb. I don't know. But I feel like it's not impossible. I just saw Sabonis got traded to the Wizards, but I'm like, is that real? I don't think so. I don't see it. Am I getting, like, jump scared? Is that what's happening right now? Am I getting jump scared? Is that what's going on?
How do you process
maybe they got me. I think they got me.
I think everybody deals with it differently.
Dang it.
I think my way that I deal with pressure and I deal with expectations is just using the people around me. Using my parents, using my brothers, using my friends from back home who have been with me every step of the way.
No way.
And that's my support system. That's how I deal with things like that.
No way that's...
just trying to breathe and deal with things like that. It's definitely not easy, but it's something you got to deal with.
Dang it, I got all season long, and you impact the game in so many different ways. You can score.
Not even in 4K. That's the worst part.
What's your
favorite
part
I'd rather
of the
get debated
game?
in 4K, not like 1080p.
I think I would say my favorite part of the game is doing everything.
I can't believe that. I'm upset. I'm maddeningly upset about that. How is that even possible? Ugh. Unbelievable. I'm gonna check one other thing real quick.
That's insane, dude. Freaking insane. They can't keep on getting away with this stuff.
Hashtag G&E is stream out real quick for a second while they're watching the draft. So I'm like, I can't believe that just happened. And that there I am. Man, I've been watching this for a hot minute. Hold on. I don't know where the heck he still is. He said it was going to be 9 and then something came up. Or no, he said like 7:30 to 8. And man, they still wait. No!
From Zibo, China, and the Qingdao Eagles.
Yang Hansen. Yo, him and Edie gonna be a nightmare.
This pick is on its way to Portland. Yang Hansen, who led the Chinese Basketball Association in blocks and ranked in the top 10 in field goal percentage. But Perk, I just love when a young man who doesn't know whether or not he'll hear his name called in the first round, he still comes and he sits in the stands and he waits for his moment.
Look, is that Rich Paul meeting him?
Oh my God!
But no, it is about the moment though. Again, you come in and you just sitting there, you're nervous. You don't know if your name is going to get called, and you're waiting. We just heard Cooper, and he knew he was the number 1 pick. He said, well, what's taking so long?
Larger's at the whoa, dude. He's got some big old hands. He's got some giant hands. What the? I didn't even know that was happening. I've been streaming the whole time while something was downloading in the background. I legit had no idea. I was downloading Helldivers 2 and I had no idea. That's wild. My guy's still eating dinner. No, he was supposed to be. his younger siblings' graduation, so they got they were going out to dinner around 6, and he said he'd try to be back at 8, and then they cut cake when he got there, and then he said he tried to be, I get it, he's not trying to rush anything, I get it. Bro might not be here till like round 2. He's gonna be covering all the round 2 stuff. Man, dude, Yang Hansen though, okay, feel for the game. Like, this is also this is a particular thing, and I don't know why. Whenever I watch the NBA, I feel like they don't give enough detail specifics on players. They give very vague statements that don't really mean much. Like, feel for the game. What does that even mean, right? Like, what does it mean, feel for the game? Wait, what the heck? No, don't tell me my AC unit turned off. Did it just turn off? You know what, here. Fine, I'll keep it off for now. But if it did, look at that. Yi Jianlin. Dude. Yao Ming and then Jan Hansen. Hey. Oh, what? Wait, what? This was the trade? Oh, this was because the Grizzlies, wait, so the Grizzlies didn't take him. Oh, why am I thinking he's going to pair up with Zach Edey? Well, because it's going to be every time. I got baited back-to-back times. This is the worst thing to ever exist. Why do you guys show this when you can just put the right team in there? It's just so confusing and doesn't help anybody. It's bad. It's the worst thing. No one else does this. I don't think there's enough. Does the NHL, like, I've not watched, like, I don't really watch the NHL or the MLB draft just because, I don't know, not that into it. At least not yet. But there's no way they do that there. Just do it right. Do it the correct way. That way is wrong. I have legitimately fallen for that multiple times. I'm like, yeah, dude, Hansen and Edey, they're going to play. No! Unfreaking real, man. What a load of just gorgonzola cheese. I don't have much else to say. I say I don't have much else to say. I have so much to say on it. It's just the same thing over and over. Fix it! Fix it! Fix it! Fix it! Fix it! Ay, cabezón. Ay, caramba. The Twin Towers, I love. Yeah, honestly, like, dude, I thought it was gonna be the Memphis version of Rudy and Cat. And no. Well, I don't actually know. I don't think either one's a great shooter. Next pick. Hold on.
The Minnesota Timberwolves select Yoann Birangi from Strasbourg, France, and the Olympia Club in Slovenia.
Is that how it says B-ringer?
Yoann Birangi. He was born in France, but he played
now I've heard 3 or 4 different pronunciations.
And as a kid, he played soccer, but he actually began playing basketball when he grew out of his cleats, and he couldn't find any new ones that were big enough for his feet here. So that wasn't until 2021 that he really...
What? I'm sure there were big enough cleats. You gotta dig deep. If you really want to find the big enough cleats, you'll find them. Even now, basketball players still blow out their shoes on occasion. Like, they just got giant feet. They got huge feet. Sometimes they got goofy looking feet. Like, I remember there was one where it was just like, his toes were like super scrunched up, and then the front part of his foot was just this, like, I don't know, really rounded. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it other than that, and I'm not going to give it another shot. Oh my gosh. Minnesota, baby. Said it last season. The Shadow Victor Olympia. Transition finisher, defensive versatility. He's a versatile defender, man. I don't know. After like a certain point, I start to like be like, man, I can't lock in on these picks. I get so bored in the NBA after like, because like the NFL, I get excited for like the whole first round. After like the top 15, I'm like, I'm bored. I'm like, man, there's only Like, I'm hype about it, but at the same time, it's like, to do it this long, I'm like, dog. There's a certain piece of information, like, it bothers me. It bothers me. I need more. Oh my gosh, what are these graphics? What are they showing? Showing all the French players? Victor Wembanyama, Bilal Koulibaly, I didn't even finish. Rayoum Rupert, 2024 NBA. Zachary Risacher, Alex Sarr. Oh yeah, the 1 and 2 pick. Honestly, last year's draft class felt so weak. Last year's draft class felt super weak in terms of the top players that were being drafted. I vaguely remember that. I remember we were talking about it last time. It was like, it just felt like a really weird, like, nobody felt amazing #1 pick. Like, there was not like a generational talent at the top of the draft, like a Flag or a Wembanyama or even like a Zion at the time. There just wasn't a guy. Now we get to 18. Is this Walter Clayton Jr.? Because it's gonna happen. Walter Clayton Jr. is in fact, the comparison for Yang Hansen is Marc Gasol. Comparison for Johan Berengier is Clint Capella. Marc Gasol, really? That's a lot of praise, I feel. Marc Gasol comp for the 16th overall pick, that's a lot of praise for Yang Hansen. Am I thinking of... Oh, I'm thinking of Powell. Never mind. My bad. Wrong Gasol. Still a lot of praise for the 16th pick, though. Yeah, probably last year's draft class was bad. I don't even know who was... Let me go back and even look at that. 2024, because who was even the rookie of the... Who was the rookie of the year this past year? Because I feel like I typed 2025. Dang it! 2024, here we go. Ba-da-ba-da, 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 but the rookie... Oh, Stephon Castle. Right? That's who it was? Yeah, I mean, like... Or Stephon Castle. Whatever. Man, it just... Yeah, I don't know. This just is not... This is like a fairly weak... Like, it just ain't it. Like, who's really gonna be... I mean, Edie maybe, but like... Rob Dillingham? Like, I'm not really all in on Alex Sarr or... Risacher. I think that's how you say it? Risacher? I don't know. I mean, you've got some of these... I think there are... Well, I mean, obviously, I haven't played the game yet, but I mean, I don't know. Do not know. Who was even, like, what was a weaker class? Like, was there a weaker... What was the weaker class before this? Like, I'm trying to think of other weak NBA classes, and I don't really know them off the top of my head. Also, hold on. Let me go back to... You know what? I'm going to do some criticism right now of how bad were the Suns at drafting when they had their pick. Like, who could they have taken that would have been better? 2022, I don't think we really had one, did we? Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Apparently not. Apparently we never had one. Apparently we did not have one in 2022. Just looking at each draft class. I don't really remember. Yeah, wow. Like, even like... I guess 2022's class is not bad. They're just obviously still taking their time. At least, you know, what this would be... So this was just year 3 for them. But I mean, really, it's Jalen Williams and Paolo and I guess Chet. But I mean, even then, like, at a certain point, it's like, you know, no one's really coming to their own yet outside of those main two of Paolo and Jalen. Let's go 2021. Also, let me see who's about to be picked. Hold on. Okay, I haven't picked yet. 2021. Cade. Like, even looking at the Rockets and the draft of Jalen Green. That's funny. It's just funny to look at. It's really funny to look at. This is a brutal one. It's a brutal one. Well, 20. Oh man. 2020. James Wiseman. Oh my goodness. That number 2 pick is just not it. Wait, what? Wait.
The Utah Jazz want a shooter at this position, someone that can help them. They're identifying Walter Clayton Jr. out of Florida at this pick potentially, but that process is still going on. But this number 18th overall pick is going to the Utah Jazz.
Okay, the Washington Wizards pick here is headed to the Utah Jazz. Jay, Sham's talking about circling potentially Walter Clayton.
It's so lazy.
National champion.
It is so
and he,
lazy
coming out of
to
high
just
school,
put
he was a coveted football player as a free safety.
Logo of the Jazz.
He was recruited by Florida
Like,
as a football player before they ever thought of him as a basketball player.
Is to do graphics. So make like it, because you have the graphic already set for a bunch of other teams, just make the change. And then if you want to put a little logo saying who they got the pick from, that makes more sense. But that other thing, like, I just, no, come on. Guys, no. They think this is going to be Walter Clayton, though. And I said it was, but I thought it would have been for the Wizards, but it's not going to be. It's going to the Utah Jazz. He played in high school football. Oh, look at him go. Oh, look at him. Okay, he looks kind of slow there, but he's going. He looks slow, but he's going. Oh, is he going to go? Oh, he didn't show the finish. Oh, my gosh, look at Walter playing safety. Gets the interception, running it up, coming to cross field. Oh, my gosh, he's got blockers. He's going to go. They cut away again. They didn't even let the play finish. Come on, man. Let the man flex his old high school football highlights. Please. Walter. Final Four most outstanding player. Muting this. Hate it when they spoil the pigs. Oh my gosh. Alright. Hugo Gonzalez out of Spain. He's not the one that got drafted, but he's on the draft board. Liam McNeely, Drake Powell. Man, dude. Who was okay, actually that feels like a dumb thing to ask of who's the best pick. Because it feels like it's just the Mavs getting flag as the best pick. But in terms of like value.
To be finalized later, the Portland Trailblazers are trading to the Memphis Grizzlies.
It should already be finalized.
The draft rights to Cedric Coward, the 11th pick, and the Grizzlies are trading to the Trailblazers the draft rights to Young Hansen, the 16th pick.
We know, Adam. We know.
And with the 18th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Walter Clayton Jr. from the University of Florida.
Walter Clayton is a Wizard. Enjoy being in straight up mediocrity. Enjoy hanging out there with CJ McCollum. Because the Wizards are bad. It's like, this is another thing that bothers me about the NBA. Every 4 or 5 years, finally a team emerges out of poverty for a little bit, and then just usually goes back to being bad again. And then when I think about Washington, I'm like, when were they? They're just. It's it's the same teams almost every year that legitimately have a shot. When I see, even in the East and in the West, it's the same. It's identical. Nothing is different. Nothing of it changes. There's nothing there. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. Washington's been poverty for a decade. Been very bad. They won 18 games this year. They gonna turn it around this year? Probably not. It sucks, is my point. Where I feel like there are other sports that teams can very easily turn around and be good. Actually, well, maybe that's not true for all sports. Like, the Pirates in baseball have always been bad all the time. Like, they're good for, like, the first 20 games, and then after that, it's like, okay, yeah, that was never real, and you all knew that based on everything you know about us. It's just... Like, what is it? You know, at a certain point, what is the need? You know? Hey, yeah. I don't know. That's just how I feel. It is... Also, I need to say it, because last time Taff has a song of the day, and I always am like, you know what? I need something of the day. I need my player of the day, Matt Forte. The other thing that I want is Matt Forte as player of the day. And the reason why Matt Forte is player of the day is because, I understand there's the NBA draft going on, but I need to talk about Matt Forte for a little bit. Is that Matt Forte is probably, he's not a Hall of Famer, I don't think. But he's in the Hall of very, very good players. In fact, there was like a new Instagram account called like the Hall of Very Good. They did their first vote about like players that should be in the Hall of Very Good. Like, who should be in the Very Good Hall of Fame. And the first player, that was, like, completely random. The first player they did was Lamar Miller. Now, I like Lamar Miller. But here's the thing. Lamar Miller is, like, a good player. He's not a very good player. Like, if I had to pick between Matt Forte and Lamar Miller, I'm 100% picking Matt Forte. Matt Forte is just better in every regard. Like, I think there were, like, certain other criteria. Like, you have to have less than 5 Pro Bowls, less than a certain amount of All-Pro teams. But when I look at, like, Matt Forte and his numbers... Like, he had what? Like, his numbers were nuts. His numbers were very impressive for a Chicago Bears team. Now, he's not the best Bears running back. He's never no Walter Payton. But he's only like a 2-time Pro Bowler. He's on the 100 greatest Bears of all time list, apparently. But, like, he had 9,700 rushing yards. He had 554 catches for a running back. And 4,672 receiving yards, and then total 54 rushing touchdowns, 21 receiving touchdowns, coming out to an even fairly even 75. And then when I'm looking at the numbers, bruh, like in 2014, he had 1,000 yards rushing and caught 100 passes. Dog, that's crazy. He had 1,800 total yards. That's crazy. And I get it. Chicago's, and he did that like back-to-back years. Well, not back-to-back like 1,000, but like he had 1,800 scrimmage yards for 2013 and 2014. And I'm like, that's a legit back. And then he's got the iconic run against Tampa where he just makes like the entire team miss. Like, that's a Hall of Very Good player. And I like Lamar Miller. He's got 2 of the longest touchdown runs. Like, he had like 2 98 touchdown runs with 2 different teams. But I don't think he's like as good as Matt Forte. And I feel like Forte is a guy who gets in. I don't know. I don't feel like Lamar's on that level. I like Lamar Miller, but he's not quite there. And I think the vote came in. I think the vote finished. I think he does get in on the list, which I think is going to set a dangerous precedent for this Hall of Very Good, where we kind of just let anybody in who, like, we just remember that. Like, hey, remember that player? Yeah, he was pretty good. Like, you know, like, that's not true. Just because I remember a player doesn't mean that they're, like, pretty good. Like, I remember Marcus Wheaton. I don't think he's going in the Hall of Pretty Good. I remember Darius Hayward-Bay. It doesn't mean he should go in the Hall of Very Good. Like, even I'd argue Alejandro Villanueva, I thought was overrated, to be completely honest. He was fine, but he wasn't, like, that crazy good. I think a lot of it was because you had Big Ben and the rest of the good offensive linemen. But I don't think he was crazy good, you know? Like, I think he had his limitations. He was a vet. I give him that credit. But at the same time, he was not quite the tackle he was made out to be. Decent tackle, not a great tackle. Anyway, Brooklyn's pick is in.
The Brooklyn Nets select Nolan Traoré from Charenton, France.
Nolan
And the
Traoré.
San Quentin basketball in France.
I do not know who that is.
Nolan Traoré, another French player drafted tonight. He comes to the NBA after spending last season playing for France's top pro league. And his teammates in France compared his IQ and compared his speed to Russell Westbrook. This is the third French player we've seen drafted this evening, Jonathan. He had a breakout game at Hoop Summit, but you really, really love this young man's passing.
Is it Wemby? It's Wemby.
Malika, Nolan Traoré is one of the best ball handlers and passers in this draft class. He's a jet in the open court for whom the game comes easily, operating out of pick and roll with his ability to change speeds and find teammates on the move.
But it's gotta be him, no? It's gotta be Wemby. Wemby's the reason there's all this pushing, all this hype for new players coming from France. That I feel like is the likelihood, in all honesty. Was Traoré really that high? I don't know. I did not think he was going 18. Oh my gosh, I am feeling. I can feel it. You can feel the beat in your heart. All right. All right. Well. I think I'm gonna wrap it up once Miami picks their 20th, the 20th. Once Miami picks at 20, and then I think I'm gonna tune out. I covered a third of it. I would be willing to cover more of it and have more discussions, but I think Taff is not gonna be able to make it based on what we're looking at right now. That's okay. We'll be back. I intend to want to do episode next week, obviously. Maybe even doing tomorrow, kind of recapping some of the drafts a little bit. Maybe some early NBA predictions and then early NFL predictions. No guarantees on that if we do it tomorrow. But definitely want to do something next week. Get into more of a groove. I'm trying to do like 2 episodes a week. I'm trying to increase the amount at which we are doing this. But 2 hours and two and roughly a half. Gonna be shooting for a little under today. But I do want to see who Miami ends up taking here, and then I think that's where I'm gonna wrap it up. Me too, Jay. Thank you, man. I'm trying, dude. Great solo stuff. I'm trying, man. Like normally it's like, and what's weird with me is like I'm able to get out a lot of stuff because I'm always having like these conversations just like in the shower. I'm telling the shampoo bottle, I was like, yeah, Phil, great sports take. You goated. You got a great take, man. Dude, my bottle of Old Spice shampoo is like, yeah. My biggest fan, you know. But we're gonna. Oh gosh, that's fine. So I'm gonna. Hopefully we get some more stuff next week. Hopefully there's like some. I'm feeling another big trade happens in the next week after the draft. We can do maybe free agency predictions, I'm thinking, or like just way too early predictions for what the season's gonna end up looking like. That'd be probably what I'm looking to do. So outside of that though, oh shoot, I forgot Danny Wolf is in this draft too, dude. Oh my gosh, Michigan, man. I am right when I say that. I vaguely remember where Wolf played. Danny Wolf. Wait, am I thinking of the wrong Danny Wolf? I'm not. Okay, I am thinking of the right Danny Wolf. We're good. I got it right. Was Michigan. So once Miami gets their pick, I am. Ooh, I still have water. Clutch. Good. And I will be strolling off. Probably to go wash my face, brush my teeth, do all those things that a man needeth do to stay cleanly and clean. That's what Poe would do. It's what it's what Toothless would do. It's what Matt Forte would do, and it's what Hank Hill would do. That's what they all have in common. All those guys, they have that in common. They brush their teeth and they wash their face. Maybe Toothless doesn't, though. He probably can't use a toothbrush. But he cleans his teeth somehow, I'm sure. I'm sure there's a way. Oh my gosh, Shams is about to... What the... Are they in the basket? Oh, interesting. The Heat draft headquarters was just on the... Okay. I don't know why y'all don't got like a big office. But I guess I could see it. I could see it as possible.
You know how I feel about Kuminga Malik. I mean, I feel like he's a guy that has a really high ceiling, all-star level ceiling when getting the opportunity. But again, he doesn't move the needle right now for me, as a guy that you could bring in that's going to help elevate you to a championship level, right? And so when I look at the Miami Heat, again, we're talking about a team who is built on rings, right? They talk about rings. You know, it's really championship or bust. There's no in between for them. And so I just don't see that guy move. I don't see Kuminga moving the needle for them right now.
Well, Jonathan Givony right now is reporting that Miami is keeping this pick. So we'll see who they select. Their pick is in. It's time to get it back to the podium. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver, take it away.
Get us out on a good note. Come on. What do we got?
With the 20th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Miami Heat select Kasparis Yakuchonis.
Kasparis Yakuchonis! That's actually, I thought he was going to go much higher than he did, but here he is. The guard out of Illinois, baby.
Nicknamed KJ.
KJ.
You got that one?
That is
Well, he was born in Lithuania, and he started playing basketball when he was 3 years old. He moved to Spain when he was 16, and he played for FC Barcelona from 2022 to 2024. And he says his proudest basketball achievement, it was winning the gold medal with Lithuania at the FIBA U16 European Championship. But I would imagine, Jay, that this moment, it has to be right up there.
Absolutely. Another Lithuanian lottery pick. The last one, Jonas Valanciunas, who went 5th overall.
Thank you, Miami. You've hung us out on a good note. I am taking off. I'm ending it there. 2 hours, 27 minutes, and roughly 30 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen of Primetime, y'all have a good evening. And enjoy the rest of the week, and stay cool, because it has been hot where I am. So stay cool and drink lots of water.